Ever wondered how the Vikings, known for their fierce reputation, also contributed significantly to world exploration? Originating from the rugged landscapes of Scandinavia in the late 8th century, these people were both feared and admired. Their reputation as fierce warriors is well documented, but they were also skilled seafarers, navigating the open seas with a knack for discovery that was unrivaled in their time. Their longships, designed for speed and agility, carried them to unknown territories, far beyond their Scandinavian homeland. From the icy shores of Greenland to the fertile lands of what is now Newfoundland, their adventurous spirit was a testament to their courage and curiosity. Their voyages not only brought them wealth and power but also led to cultural exchange and expansion, knitting together disparate parts of the world in ways previously unimagined. Now let's row back in time and explore the life and times of these intriguing sea people. The Vikings, renowned warriors and explorers, also had a rich tapestry of daily life and traditions. Let's dive into their world. Farming was a crucial part of Viking life. With their homelands blessed with fertile soil, they grew a variety of crops including barley, rye, and oats. The Vikings also raised cattle, sheep, and pigs. Their farming skills, honed by necessity, were so proficient that they could even cultivate the challenging Nordic landscape. Trading, too, was integral to Viking society. They were skilled craftsmen and shrewd businessmen, selling goods like fur, tusks, and iron. Their trade routes extended as far as the Byzantine Empire, demonstrating their wide reach and influence. Viking society was hierarchical, with jarls or nobles at the top, followed by freemen, and then slaves at the bottom. Despite the rigid structure, there was a sense of community and shared responsibility. Religion played a significant role in Viking life. They worshipped the Aesir, a pantheon of gods including Odin, Thor, and Freya. Their religious beliefs were deeply ingrained in their customs, influencing their rituals, festivals, and even their understanding of the world. Among the Vikings' cultural contributions, their runic alphabet stands out. They used these symbols, known as runes, to write messages on stone, bone, and metal. These inscriptions have provided us with invaluable insight into their way of life. The sagas left behind by the Vikings are another testament to their rich culture. These epic tales of heroes, gods, and monsters, often set in the Viking Age, have captivated audiences for centuries. They're not just exciting stories, they're a window into the values and beliefs of the Viking people. The Vikings were not just fierce warriors and explorers, they were farmers, traders, craftsmen, and storytellers. Their society was complex, with a rich tapestry of beliefs and customs. The Vikings' vibrant culture and traditions were just as noteworthy as their exploration feats. Beyond their warrior reputation, the Vikings made remarkable strides in various fields. They were not just raiders and pillagers but also skilled craftsmen, shrewd traders, and intrepid explorers. Let's begin with their shipbuilding skills. Vikings were renowned for their longships, vessels that were as much works of art as they were feats of engineering. These ships were not only beautifully decorated with intricate carvings, but also remarkably efficient, designed to be both swift and sturdy. They could sail across rough open seas, navigate narrow rivers, and were light enough to be carried over land. These advanced shipbuilding techniques allowed the Vikings to explore far and wide, and establish their influence across much of Europe and beyond. But the Vikings didn't stop at just exploring. They were also great traders, establishing trade routes that spanned from their homelands in Scandinavia all the way to the Middle East and Central Asia. They traded a variety of goods, from furs and amber to silver and silk. In fact, it was through these trade routes that the Vikings first came into contact with many different cultures, absorbing and integrating various aspects into their own society. And speaking of exploration, did you know that the Vikings actually discovered North America nearly 500 years before Christopher Columbus? Led by Leif Erikson, they established a settlement in what is now Newfoundland, Canada, which they called Vinland. It's a testament to their adventurous spirit and seafaring skills. The Vikings also had a profound influence on the English language. Words like sky, egg, window, and even they are all derived from Old Norse, the language of the Vikings. Furthermore, the Vikings played a significant role in the development of modern democratic systems. Their thing, or assembly, was a form of early parliamentary system where free men could voice their opinions and settle disputes. From shipbuilding to establishing new lands, the Vikings left an indelible mark on history. Their achievements stand testament to their ingenuity, adaptability, and enduring legacy. Like all great civilizations, the Viking era too came to an end. Around the 11th century, the sails of the fierce Viking longships began to disappear from the seas. The reasons for this decline were multifaceted. One significant factor was the spread of Christianity. As the Vikings encountered Christian communities during their voyages, they began to adopt this new religion, which gradually changed their way of life and their traditions. Another major influence was economic changes. As trade routes expanded and developed, the Vikings found it more profitable to engage in commerce than in raiding. This shift in the economic landscape led to the gradual integration of the Vikings into the broader European society. The Viking Age may have been relatively short-lived, but it left an indelible mark on history. From their navigation skills to their influence on language and culture, the legacy of the Vikings is still felt today. The Viking era may have ended, but their influence continues to ripple through time. So, who were the Vikings really? Fierce warriors, skilled explorers, or cultured people with rich traditions? As we've journeyed through their saga, we've seen the Vikings as all these things and more. They were not just raiders and fighters, but also farmers and craftsmen, building a life on the harsh Scandinavian terrain. Their traditions, from storytelling to their beliefs, shaped a unique culture as deep as the fjords they navigated. Their achievements are undeniable. They explored new lands from North America to the Middle East, and their longships, a marvel of ancient engineering, are a testament to their innovative spirit. They left an indelible mark on the regions they settled, influencing the language, culture, and even genetics of these areas. The Viking era may have ended a millennium ago, but their legacy remains vibrant and alive. So who were the Vikings? The Vikings were indeed all of these, a saga of a sea people whose story continues to fascinate us even today.